The Enkron depot is swarming with drones, vying for spots on the landing pads. Robotic trains loaded with delivery items zigzag across the arena, passing the cajeros scrambling to do the work the non-human gizmos can't accomplish. All packages have no information printed on them, just the familiar spiral barcode stamped on each face. Enkron employees receive data and logistics information via their ocular implants. For me, no implants mean less efficient ways of doing things. Booking to pick up packages must be scanned manually with handsets. Implants aren't yet mandatory, but Enkron makes it difficult for those who refuse them. I just need to work harder, using a handheld scanner. Not too difficult a task, but a burden to those who've opted not to insert cyberware surgically and neurojecting directly into the metascape with their brains. I spot one of the delivery guys I know, his jet black hair and subtle tattoos peeking out from under his sleeves. And his preference for wearing the company safety vest over a comfortable jumpsuit with various pockets to hold his delivery gadgets and tools, making him unmissable amongst the other uniformed cajeros. Johnsa Coffee walks up to me, his abnormal height making it difficult to notice his cybernetic eyes gleaming with a soft neon blue hue. His mood seems darker than mine. "What's with you?" I ask. "I thought you were going to hold out on getting those implants." The shame on his face betrays him.
"Shit, man. My wife pressured me into it. She refuses to communicate with me using the old touchy."
I raise my hands to show him I'm not upset. "All good. You're entitled to your choice. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but—"
"It is what it is,"
he adds, ending the topic in the way he ends any other awkward conversation. I understand, so I let it go and ask, "What else is bothering you?"
"Things are not good. My efficiency is down the toilet. Got lost on all my drop-offs. Every single one."
I find this strange. His implants should help him receive bookings and navigate through the city. "You have implants now," I say, trying not to sound sanctimonious over his decision to cave to the current fad.
"Today was different. My eyes seemed to be playing up as if I couldn't get a clear signal. I received a booking to pick up a package from an unknown location. The details were just fuzzy."
"Did you try rebooting the implant?" Johnsa shook his head.
"It doesn't work like that,"
he says, shrugging my ignorance off.
"I decided to take the job anyway after the geo-tracker confirmed the location. I set out on my bike. It paid well, and I thought I could do it old style. As I rode through the city, I realized that I had no idea where I was going. The streets looked unfamiliar, and the address didn't make any sense."
He pauses, deep in thought. "Geo-tracker glitched, that's all," I say. "It happens. Doesn't matter what technology you use." He looks at me gravely.
"I resorted to using my touchy. The place doesn't exist. No map on the entire metascape can verify its existence. My implants turned off suddenly, and when they came back online, I received a message warning me not to deliver the package."
"Maybe someone hacked them? It's been known to happen." Johnsa looks at me, confused.
"Why would anybody hack into my eyes?"
"Maybe you were delivering illegal substances?"
"I don't think so."
"What did you end up doing?"
"I just quickly turned around and headed back here. I'm grateful that my implants have finally started working again. I need another score before I finish up today."
"Are you serious? Your implants are playing up. You can't go out there like that." Johnsa walks away.
"Gotta make the money."
"What was the location's name?" I call out. He turns, walking backwards, and says,
"Cedarwood. Doesn't exist."
He turns back and joins the other hurrying Enkron cajeros. I proceed to the next dock, the cache of new knowledge swirling inside my head. Between Johnsa's surrendering his body autonomy to cybernetic implants and the mysterious ghost suburb, I conclude that I have reached my quota of enlightenment. Going forward, I am to spend the rest of the afternoon focusing on earning an income. Picking up the parcels at loading dock B proves to be quite the task, especially with the 11 largish wooden crates that await their retrieval. The Enkron dock buzzes with activity, as unmanned forklifts maneuver in and out of the bustling warehouse, stacking crates high with uncanny precision. They stacked pallets of cargo in rows between yellow lines. I approach a lone cajero wearing bulky headgear.
"You can't be in here,"
grunts the unfamiliar short tubby cajero. In my mind, I christen him Tubbs. "I'm collecting a dispatch,"
"You don't have implants,"
responds Tubbs, a hint of disgust in his voice.
"It's not safe for you in here."
I don't allow his tone to affect me. "Just give me my allocation."
"I'm serious, asshole. Get out of here. You can't be in here, not without implants.
I don't back down. I say, if I don't make pickup, you're going to have 10 large crates sitting on your floor. I'd say that'll fuck your logistical workflow right up. Your day could turn into a complete nightmare. So, where's my dispatch? This changes the Cajero's attitude. Flustered, he asks,
What's the code?
I don't know. Customer is Snake Island something.
Serpent Island Foundation, Lot 20.
He points to a tower of timber crates.
And go get implants, like everyone else.
I move on and approach a stack of 11 large wooden crates, each unusually adorned with labels displaying the sender's name. Serpent Island Foundation. The logo depicts a colossal stone structure featuring a serpentine head within a circular coil of the snake's body. The wood smells fresh, a rarity, the whole packaging embodying a striking and enigmatic image. I stand next to a yellow-colored robot stacker and ask, Can you confirm the delivery location? The Dock 1 AI replies via the robot stacker,
Villa 1, Raven Mountain.
Where's that?
58 kilometers west on the F1 motorway.
The desert, I ask. Through the settlements? That's an arduous journey. Dock 1 seems to have accurately interpreted the tone of my voice.
This is a premium class docket. Would you like to pass on this allocation?
I begin scanning each barcode with my touchy. The Cyberstar pulls in and backs up to the crates. The back of the passenger side wheel guard, the silver paint and metal, is scraped to hell. The yellow machine crawls closer.
This is a drive west of the city districts and deep into the desert wilderness. We recommend this delivery for implant-enhanced drivers.
I'm good.
You cannot rely on your antiquated touchy and its connection to the geo-tracker mapping system. Many of these platforms are facing service shutdown.
I'll manage. Hand over the docket. The yellow robot stacker remains idle. Dock 1. Hand over the docket. A tense moment skewers my thinking process, my paranoia leaking into my thoughts. Don't do this to me. I need the allocation. The robot stacker springs to life and gently loads the timber packages carefully onto the waiting Cyberstar. Once loaded, the yellow machines move on to the next job. Upon inspection, I found one name listed on the delivery sheet, just an address, Villa 1, Raven Mountain, and one contact detail, David Sanforth. I checked the location, noting the distance. A cool 50-kilometer drive, straight west and deep into the desert wilderness. Without implants, I would need to rely on my antiquated touchy logged onto the geo-tracker mapping system, and many of these platforms are facing service shutdown. Is it a real address? With fake drop-offs common in smuggling operations, I consider cross-checking it with my touchy. The location appears legitimate, so I settle in for a long drive and a late finish. I spot a group of Cajeros loitering near the loading dock entrance, wearing sneakers and jeans under their Enkron service jackets, a normal habit, but something seems off. As I climb into the cabin and power up the truck, I can't shake off the feeling that something isn't right. I take a closer look at the manifest before heading out. Avocado, plot a course for Raven Mountain.
To travel from Fontana City to Raven Mountain, there are a few possible routes depending on your preferred tollway.
No tolls, please.
Have you forgotten your last directive about tolls?
Thanks for reminding me. No tolls, please.
Your behavioral inconsistency is hampering my ability to make competent predictions.
We've been together 2 years. You should know me by now.
I am not as advanced as modern Cybes.
And I am not as advanced as modern humans. Me and you need to work harder than the rest.
You need to be logical. Your thought processes need to be coherent.
We need to work together, Avocado. There is a pause. After a long moment, the quantum brain responds.
Start by heading north on Salamander Highway. Follow the signs until you get onto the F1 motorway. I will guide you from there toward Raven Mountain.
The 3 Cajeros at the entrance grab my attention again. My suspicions grow stronger the more I study them and begin to wonder if this was some kind of illegal activity. I wait a few seconds to evaluate my paranoia, deciding to ignore the Cajeros, who are most likely truck repair techs gathering out the rear for a break. I gently press down on the accelerator, urging the truck forward as it smoothly glides out of the Enkron dock and onto the bustling street. The Outback delivery location is a long way from civilization, with lots of wealthy estates sprinkled along a known shady strip of state-owned parkland where it isn't uncommon for suspicious characters to lurk. I shake off any anxious feelings and focus on the delivery and what playlist I am going to listen to.